Felicia
From the
Michaels,
moment
my
you hear
princess,
his voice, you
has
know
been
there are
entertaining
going to be
audiences
problems.
with a unique
Joey
style
Coco Diaz has
of
been rocking
provocative humor
comedy
since the
stages for
90s, all right?
15 years.
With her
You've seen him in
tongue-in-cheek,
films and
she's been
television,
exploring
but
such
his
topics
real
as the
patois,
dynamics
as
of
his
the
fans
male-female
say, are the
relationships,
stories from
or
his
as we call them
past
here in
and
the
his
studio,
chaotic
dirty
views on
thoughts,
life that will make
and
this
the
podcast
proliferation
a different
of the
beast.
sensual
Raw
feminist.
pain and
She's a little
passion is how I
firecracker
really
rolled up, and that's why I
describe
love
this
her, and that's why you're going to love
New
listening. So
Jersey
tune in, all right?
Animal.
You get that rainstorm over here?
Oh yeah, that rainstorm.
Fucking rainstorm came out of anywhere. Here I am with my iPod on. I'm trying to do push-ups and shit in the rain. And I'm like, oh my God, I got my fucking iPod on. The thing's going to short out.
No,
So
I know when it rains at the end of July in LA, you're like, what the fuck?
I loved it. I went under the studio and hit the bag, and I had a really good time. It was just nice to just rest, you know. I'm getting fucking old, man. I try to be this young dude and go out 4 nights a week to do comedy. And I got to tell you, between that and the writing and the cats and my wife, I'm fucking tired at 10 o'clock. But if I don't fall asleep at 10, then I'm up till 2. Do you follow me? So if I don't hit that motherfucker at 5 after 10, forget all bets. I might as well go get a cup of coffee and stay up till 2.
Yeah.
I went and took my sleep study. They threw me out at 1 in the morning.
They did?
It was fucking hard, man. Listen, the first time I went for a sleep study, they put the mask on you. I hadn't slept in 3 years between the blow and the fucking sleep study. So I could fall asleep standing up in those days. They put oxygen in my lung with a mask, I could fall asleep. Now when they sleep study me, they want me to fall asleep without the mask on, which I could probably do. I do at home, watching my television on the couch, sitting up, and I do on planes now. But just something in the back of your head still. The pillows weren't high enough, so my heart was beating. So while I was reaching for air. So while I'm reaching for air, I'm working out. Who the fuck falls asleep while they're working out? So by 1, she came in and she goes, Joey, there's been nothing on the computer because they wire you up. And I tried to tape it, but I couldn't. It didn't work out right. And they fucking wire you up. Your jaw, your heart, your leg. I mean, you're wired everywhere. You can't even fucking move, really. And I had to pee twice, and you can't really sit still, Felicia. And they got cameras on you, so you can't even bang one out.
Oh my
you know
God, Joey. That sounds like a nightmare because you, like, we were talking, we're getting new pictures, and you're totally like, I want to do it for 15 minutes. And it's like, no way. Like,
no.
But you get all antsy. You're like, let's go.
I get really antsy. I have this thing. My mother instilled this: when it's time to go, it's time to go. Don't question it. Don't look around. You don't have to say goodbye. You just walk. You know what I'm saying? And I just get this antsiness, a part of it. But it's when I have something to do afterward that I get really antsy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really bad with pictures. I'm not a picture person, you know. I have a phone.
I know that.
And I don't take pictures. I mean, if you look like me, would you take fucking pictures? There's no fucking sense. If you look
Mr.
like me, I wouldn't
Diaz.
take pictures.
I'm
if I
just
look
not
like
gonna
you,
hear it.
I'd take
No.
as many pictures as I
You're
fucking could.
You're a wonderful piece of meat, and
No,
don't
but
you forget
it doesn't matter. But it's just I couldn't. Felicia, and my heart started beating, and it's 2 o'clock. Listen, if after 45 minutes you can't sleep, I got news for you. Fuck all that shit you see on TV. You get up and you smoke the biggest fucking bong you could pack in that bowl, because that's the only thing that knocks you out some nights. You just get up with all these, because sometimes you just can't shut your fucking mind off. But if you smoke enough weed, you'll get so fucking high that the mind will race, but it'll race right into the fucking trench of death.
Yeah.
You know, like you just fall asleep from the pass out.
Well, that was the problem with the sleep study, is they didn't let you smoke a big ass bong right before.
Right.
Yeah.
No, and I move around at night. I like moving around. I like to get up and fucking go smoke a bong, and I take a piss and I check around. Plus, I didn't have my cats next to me. Plus, I didn't have my wife. I'm having the hardest time not sleeping with my wife. Like when I reach for her and she's not there, I wake right the fuck up.
Why don't they have where people can come to your house and test you?
That's the next fucking move. That's the next move, but it would be a lot more expensive because it's got to be.
But there are services like that?
I guarantee, I would guarantee if Brad Pitt had sleep apnea, he's not going to go to fucking Beverly to see the Sinai on the 4th floor. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee 3 fucking guys are going to come to his house with notebooks and put stuff on them. So it was hard. I'm not saying not to do it, guys, because there's 2 options for sleep apnea. It's either fucking get the surgery or get the mask. Me, I'm not taking blood out. That's an IV, 10 days in the hospital. They take your tonsils out. They fucking scrape out your throat. You can't talk for a fucking month or so. Because we just had somebody email me from the hospital.
Joey, if you couldn't talk for a month, you would fucking explode.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean?
Oh, my God. I would shoot somebody. Especially like the last month. My wife, we were driving yesterday. She goes, I gotta tell you something. What's on your mind lately? And I go, nothing much. She goes, lately I can see your patience level with people. I go, you know what? I'm to the point in my life now where I do not want to fucking hear it no more. And every day it gets worse with me. But every day I seclude myself more. I put myself on my own island because I know I'm going through this shit. Like it's just something like I was watching Celebrity Rehab last night. And, hey, listen, whatever, Botafuco did what she did, but that was 30 fucking years ago, guy. When that girl Amy Fisher shot Botafuco's wife. You know?
Right.
And
so who's in the rehab?
It's Botafuco and Michael Lohan. And I was on my way out the door last night, but
Joey
I was watching.
Botafuco?
No. Michael Lohan and Amy Fisher.
Oh,
who
Amy
shot
Fisher.
Botafuco,
Oh,
and,
she's in it.
And Steven Adler's back for another fucking season. That guy, they're just gonna recur him because he's never gonna get better. Steven Adler.
Who's
and
Steven Adler?
The drummer from Guns N' Roses. He just went over Appetite for Destruction.
Yeah.
Put him over the fucking top. It would have put me over the top. It's one of the greatest albums ever, and you're a part of it. It would make my head blow up. So, and there was one scene where the kid from Baywatch is in there for steroids, and he comes in with his chubby little fucking sister and his mother, and the fucking chubby sister looks at whatever and goes, "Ooh, you're Amy Fisher. That's what my brother said, the Botafuco shooter." And you know, it was kind of, and I thought about it for a minute. I'm like, where'd you grow up that you would say something like that at a function? And there are people out there that would say shit like this. And you can't argue with them. You just gotta pull them aside later and go, "Can I ask you a question? Where'd that come from? Are you fucking stupid or retarded? Which one is it?" And that's the shit I have no patience for anymore.
Really?
Like, where'd they teach you how? Where the fuck were you raised? Where the fuck were you fucking raised? You know, and it's like, as a comedian, I would have that. But when I say it to somebody, I mean it. But I would never do an off-color joke like that at a barbecue, at a reunion. You know, everybody's having a great fucking time. And she was like, "You really got upset about that?" And I go, "Think about it. That's the shit I deal with on a daily fucking basis. People saying shit that you're like, where did you get the fucking gonads to come up with that fucking statement? At your age, nobody taught you better? Where were you raised? In a fucking barn that you don't know? You don't say something like that to somebody? The chick's in a fucking rehab. Obviously, she's got something wrong with her. Obviously. You know, and then you got to look at the other angle. I mean, Felicia, think about it. She was a 15-year-old girl that got man cock. A man ate her pussy and spanked her, did things to her that you would do to a woman at 15. It fucked her world up. The dick drove her so crazy that the bitch went and shot a bitch in the face with a fucking gun. That's what a man's dick does to a 15-year-old girl. Not just some molester, a guy that takes you to a hotel room, and a man, a 40-year-old man. You probably did bump into a 40-year-old man when you were 15, you dirty animal. But
well, you know what? I am looking at you because I have very many thoughts about this subject. But
yes.
I kind of feel like you're saying it wrong. Like for a 15-year-old girl to attach herself to an older man, it's not a sexual thing. It's I'm looking for a way out somewhere.
Right, it was a retardation.
And so she was so.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but she was. You know, I can only imagine that if you're 15 and you get so angry that you're going to go shoot the wife, it had nothing to do with sex. It had to do with, you know, getting a way out, and that person stood in her way. And I think at 15,
I heard her dad was rough on her.
Right, yeah.
You got a way out.
You know what I mean?
I thought about it from the wrong angle.
I think that's what fucks you up is doing something, you know, because you sold the wrong part of yourself. I think it would have been easier to, you know what I mean, to get angry if it was purely a sexual, desirous thing. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Yeah,
but,
no.
But being 15, because I don't think, honestly, a 15-year-old girl, and if is new to sex. It's not, you don't really know. I can't imagine that a 15-year-old girl would be that much into getting fucked that she kills someone. I just can't imagine it, because I've been around a lot of chicks that have stripped, that have, you know, coked their minds out, that have, you know what I mean, outlived their drug partner. You know what I mean? Like,
Felicia hit it on the fucking head today. I mean? You really did.
And I just can't believe that, you know, and even then all of my friends pretty much didn't appreciate it till later, even though they were applying it for whatever purpose.
When I was a kid, I broke into my dad's stash of Super 8 films. And in the old days, everybody had Super 8. That's what porn. There was no computer, no VHS. You had to set up your own fucking thing. It took time. You know what I'm saying? If you were into porn, it took time in those days.
Yeah.
And you had to go to a porno thing and order the movies, and then you could order a projector. You had to have your own fucking projector.
Does that make the porn better if you have to like
Set
go
it
through
up.
this whole plan, order it, get
How
the
fucking
equipment,
amazing is that?
And
Yeah.
now you can just turn it on. Did
Turn
you
it
think the porn felt more illicit because you had to work so hard for it? Like now it just seems like it's just
nothing.
porn.
And I remember being like in the 7th grade and my parents being gone for the day and me getting like 6 people over and smoking dope, and we'd go upstairs and set up this fucking fake, this camera, and we'd watch like, and I till this day I still remember we watched like maybe 2 porns and we just shut the lights out. And I told the story when I did the CD last year, the fucked up CD, that she took a piece of bread. I mean, we're kids, we're just learning about yourself, and here you are watching this lady take a piece of bread, put Miracle Whip on it, and put it on a guy's dick and eat it. And it wasn't even Wonder Bread. It was this crusty fucking school lunch bread. And I remember like half the guys were like, oh, that looks like fun. And deep down inside, my fucking little fat heart was breaking. I'm like, that's disgusting. You be giving that bread to pigeons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're wasting on a fucking disgusting dick. And I just remember the whole porno thing. It never really grabbed me after that. Like after that, people say, let's go up and watch your dad's pornos. And I'm like, dog, I don't want to do that shit. Like but that fucking hooker house was the nail in the coffin. So I don't know. I was just thinking about Amy Fisher, and I was just, I don't look what the conversation turned into a different monster.
You never know where the conversation will turn to. By the way, I want to give a quick shout out to Ivan. That's all I gotta say.
We're back, bitches. Beauty and the Beast.
Joey Diaz.
Felicia Michaels, you sexy motherfucker. Episode 51. We're on to the second half of our fucking lives, and it's all thanks to you guys. You said a shout out to Ivan. Let's follow that up.
All right.
Ivan is probably the 20th kid in 3 months that has hit me up like on the giggle and said to me, hey guy, guess what, bitch? I'm 15, I'm listening, and suck my dick.
He's 16, by the way. 16.
Okay.
Okay.
It's still, when you're 16, 15, it doesn't matter. It's just a couple pubic hairs. That's all 15 and 16 is. You have a couple pubic hairs on your asshole now. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
And it was one of them. I like whenever a 15 or a young kid hits me up, 14. I just got one like a month ago. The kid is like 13. You start thinking about their situation. They have free time. They're savvy, which all kids are. And at first, we had this conversation 3 months ago where I was getting pissed. I don't want kids to listen to this shit. And then I sat there one day and I go, who the fuck do I think I am that I'm going to tell these 16, 15-year-old kids that are just learning about life and about themselves that they can't listen to this podcast because I might say something. First off, I don't ever want none of you kids to go out and shoot somebody in the head or do drugs or nothing like that. I want you to learn from it. But I could sit here till I'm fucking blue in the face and tell you guys of the avenues to look for, the things to look for as a kid, to avoid or whatever. And guess what? Somebody told me those things, and I didn't look out for them. So who the fuck am I to judge some kid or not to tell some kid? I just want you to learn from him. And his message was beautiful. He got the message, this kid. He said it. He goes, it doesn't matter where you start. It's where you fucking end up in your life. And we're all going to be fucked up in the beginning because you're all trying to feel what you want out of life as as an adult. That's what you're thinking about when you're 16. What's my next fucking move? Some of us do. I know I did. I had no fucking choice. But this kid's letter was a little touching. He lost some weight. He's running 3 miles a day. In the letter, I think he said he can't wait till he's a taxpayer to smoke pot.
Oh, yeah.
But I can bet this little giggly fuck has already smoked pot. I can just feel it out of him. And I ain't mad at you. I'm not here to criticize what you do in your house or anything like that. I just want you to know what you're getting yourself into, and I want you to enjoy your kid life. Being a kid is the most important fucking thing in the world. Enjoy it. There's no rush. You're going to have plenty of time to be a man and to be an adult and to do all that shit. Be a kid. Play with your computer. Sleep on your fucking mother's couch till you can't. Scratch your nuts and enjoy it and love your mother and help her take out the garbage and do what the fuck you can. Just become
Wow, my nipples just got hard,
just be-
Joey.
just
Like,
be-
what? Yes,
just become a creative member of society. Go to school. Be good to your parents. And the most important thing as a young man is fucking your character. Work on your character. You see a little fucking thing on the floor. Pick it up. It's the things that you do when people aren't watching you, because don't let your character ruin your destiny. That's all I can tell you, fucking kids. Listen to the podcast, giggle. He even giggled about the hooker. He giggled.
Right.
You know,
No,
I love
I
you.
know,
You have heart,
I know.
kid. And all you kids that listen, you have fun. And I shouldn't call you kids. You're young men and young women. You got you deserve that respect. Nobody else gives it to you. Mad Flavor's gonna fucking give it to you. But stay at home. You're going to have plenty of time to be a fucking man and to go out there and burn hookers or whatever the fuck it is you're going to do. Stay home, learn to love your parents, and help them as much as you fucking can, because once they go, motherfuckers, they don't come back. You understand me? Once they go, they don't come back, and you're going to wish you had the opportunity to be something for them, because they put all this effort into you. You know, so please, just I don't give a fuck what you do. You want to go out, but just be at home and have your heart at home. And his last name is like Ivan something. He's a fucking Salazzo from Chicago, but he's a Mexican. Stay black, motherfucker. I love you, cocksucker.
By the way, I wanted to tell you that yesterday I had a barbecue at my house.
Oh my goodness.
I know, and I invited Lori Kilmartin.
Okay, how was that?
That was a lot of fun. You know,
Did she remember me?
Yeah.
I drove her to the airport. That was my first feature weekend ever.
Really?
First time I ever met Lori Kilmartin. She was the first headliner I ever featured for.
How lucky are you that
Seattle.
that you first time featured with a woman as a headliner?
And she blew my mind. I fell in love with her.
Very nice to you.
I drove her
right?
to the airport. I had a girlfriend then. I woke up early and drove her to the airport because I got something from her.
Yeah.
I got something from her. I respected her balls. And you know what's crazy? We spoke. She moved to New York, and we never spoke again. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah, so I met her last year and Last Comic Standing, and I had never really known her that much. I mean, I had met her a couple times, but then when I started doing comedy again, and then I just got a hair up my butt, and I Facebooked her and said, hey, I want to have a barbecue. Why don't you come over? She has a little kid. And she came over, and it was a lot of fun because to talk to a woman comic that kind of got your perspective on stuff, you know what I mean? Because there, you know, first of all, there's not that many women comics that you're really going to want to hang
She's
out
single,
with.
correct?
Yeah,
she's a single mom, and
single
she's
mom.
really
so we have a
banging
lot
on.
in common.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was fun, and but we really had some great conversations.
And she's a writer now.
Yeah,
also.
she's a writer on Conan now. Yeah.
It's very weird. Somebody wrote an email to you last week, and I didn't pass it on to you as usual. And sometimes there's one now. I think it's number 22 on there. And it's funny because this guy gave a shout out to a woman that was talking about single moms, and I love it. I love the idea of single moms. I love a woman who said, you know what, I ain't got a man, I ain't worried about it. I'm going to go forward and do my thing, because that's where I came from. Mm-hmm. So I respect it. It worked for me, bitch. It worked for me, you know. And having a single mom, you really get to know your mom, you know, and it's just, it's pretty fucking neat. I mean, I wish I would have had a dad growing up, and my life would have probably turned out different. I would have been probably doing this podcast. I'd be probably a machinist somewhere in the fucking Oklahoma at a GM plant or something. But if you really think about it, I mean, single moms are really fucking something that nobody talks about.
Yeah.
No, they should give them a tax break, free gym memberships,
yeah, I know,
free
right?
bus rides.
Yeah.
They should do a lot of things for single fucking moms.
They should take their kids every Wednesday and then every other Friday through Monday.
Yeah, but I don't want to leave my kids at the fucking state. You're gonna have a guy like me watching them.
Are you kidding? If you had kids and you're just a single mom, or even if it's two parents with no babysitter access, you'd be like, government, take my kids every Wednesday and every other Friday through Monday. There'd be less of a divorce rate. I'm telling you.
It makes fucking sense. It makes sense.
Say.
But I think there's got to be something cool to it, because I remember growing up later on and seeing pictures of my mom after my dad died. And for like a bunch of pictures, it was just me and my mom. She would be at the bar bartending, and there'd be a little thing, and I'd be sleeping in the corner. You know, there's a picture of me and my mom with Celia Cruz on stage and some other guy at my mother's bar, and my mom on stage with a maraca, and me with a bottle and a sock falling off. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you have that picture?
No, if I had that picture, it'd be worth millions today. It'd be worth fucking millions today. Celia Cruz and my mother on stage, it'd be worth fucking millions. And my mom, me with a maraca with the bottle and a sock falling off. And my mom took me everywhere. You know, there was nothing that she didn't take me to see, and it was fucking crazy. When George was here last week, you asked him an interesting question. You asked him if he had met my mother.
Yeah.
And he said no, that he had come. I met George right before I went in the hospital for the lung infection my sophomore year in high school. And my mother died 3 months later. But it's really funny that for months I was getting Facebooked from people that sold me drugs or I mugged people with, or the guy I kidnapped on Facebook. It was your mouth to God's ears last weekend because somebody hit me on Facebook. 2 people hit me up on Facebook. They connected that I thought about them once a week, and they're a big part of my life. Once was Jackie Garcia, who her and her sister were the girls that used to reprint my report card when my mother got left back. And I reminded her yesterday. She goes, "Oh my God, I remember that."
So when you got left back for your mother, they reprinted the report card?
They would reprint the report card. So I would take the old report card to their house. They would white out the grades, reprint it on a fucking high-speed printer at their dad's business, and then bring it back to me at the thing, and they'd mark their own grades with the pen and fill in the grade. These two little Cuban girls.
How long did you do that for?
Until my mother died.
Oh my God.
They were slick little 2 fucking girls. Their dad owned the pen company. And they knew all about inks and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how fucking cool is that? 2 little girls, 2 little Cuban girls. They had a brother. And I'm going to say the story on the air because it's been bothering me. So let's get it out of the open. And when my mother died, they were the Cuban family I hung out with a lot. And she said something to me. She goes, "I remember you." She goes, "When I seen The Longest Shot, oh my God." She goes, "I remember you being 110 pounds, if that, and you always had a basketball with you." She goes, "You always had a basketball with you." And I used to go to their house, and then when my mother died, they came to the wake, and they said, "We're a Cuban family, and we think your mom would want us to stay with a Cuban family." And they were very nice. They were very, very nice. And we're going to get into this now because we had gotten into this before. And as I got older, I got fucked up, and one Friday I went over there to rob somebody else, and I ended up robbing them. I took $400 from their house, and it just destroyed me. I was caught up in the coke, but they lived on top of Martin the Fag. The story I told you about 6 months ago about the Santeria guy. And we would sit upstairs, and they go, "Oh my God, the guy downstairs is gay." And the girls would say he's gay, and he deals with Santeria, and we think he's up to drugs. And I'm like, really? That's fucking crazy. I'd make believe like I didn't know what it was. And one day as we're walking down the stairs, Martin's like, "Coco, how are you?" And I'm like, and they're like, "How do you know Martin?" And Martin and my mother were drug partners before my mother died, kind of, sort of. They knew where to get the same coke together. And when my mom died and my Santeria stuff had to go somewhere, it couldn't come with me, Martin took it. Well, years later, I ended up robbing Martin for the coke. Until this day, I think he put a fucking Santeria spell on me because I couldn't stop snorting coke after that. But it's really weird that these people came into my life on Facebook. That for like 3 weeks in a row, I came here and told you drug dealer stories from Facebook. So finally, Facebook is really starting to pay off. Then there was another girl that was friends with them, and every Saturday we used to go to their house and watch The Love Boat.
Oh yeah.
And Fantasy Island.
Yes.
And we'd sneak some of their dad's booze, but the father was a god to me because he was one of those guys that was a fireman, but not really. He was an EMT. So they sent him into all these buildings to save people. There was a show on TV about that. It was my favorite show. And this was her father.
Not Emergency.
One of those rooms about these guys. And I'm like, "You do that." And then to top it off, one day I'm in the city and I actually seen him. There was a fire. And I see Mr. Moran coming down the thing. And I'm like, "I fucking know him." That was my idol. That's what I wanted to be when I was a kid. Here, her father was one of these guys. So I would go to their house all the time. And Kathy and I would run every night. She was a year older than me. And she was into track. So we'd run every night. Every night we'd fucking run. Best friends. This is how long I've had women as friends. And she started dating a really good friend of mine that was 20 years ahead of his time. His name is Juan Rodriguez. He's the only family like my wife's fucking family. They named both their kids the same name. My wife's sister's name is Teresa too.
Shut up, really?
Yeah, my wife and her sister have the same name. They just call Teresa Ann, and they call my wife Terry. But they both have the same name. These kids had the same name, Juan Carlos Rodriguez. Juan was the older one, Carlos was the younger one. And Juan and his brother were hysterical. I mean, half the shit I talk about now, it's because of Juan Rodriguez. This kid came into my life. He was a Cuban kid from Pennsauken, New Jersey, close to Neptune, close to Philly, all that. And he was basically black. And he played ball, Felicia, like a black guy. Top fucking game, dribbled, amazing basketball player. But the shit that came out of his mouth. And in New York at those times, in the summers, I was a big basketball geek. And there used to be the Shore League, which was all nice kids that went there, Jim Spinarco from Duke and all these nice colleges. Then there was the Rucker League. Did you see Man on Fire? Yeah. At the end, Denzel Washington has a jacket that said Rucker. Rucker is a league in New York that is amazing. It's in the heart of Harlem. And in the 70s, it was all black. But Dr. J would show up. All these black players would show up. And it was all these kids that couldn't get into colleges. They had shot somebody or they were hooked on heroin. But these were the best players in the fucking world at the time. And they would play in this neighborhood in Harlem. And people would come from all over. But the 6 to 8 game, the 6 o'clock to 8, was for nice. In those days, there weren't no fucking yuppies. It was a couple Irish kids going up, a couple girls that looked like you. But the 8 o'clock, the midnight games, if you were white, you didn't go to Rucker. That's just the way it was. But guess what? Me and my little white crazy motherfucking friends would go to Rucker in the 7th and 8th grade to watch basketball. And then we'd go home, lie to our mothers, and stay on the court to practice the moves we would see the guys do. Amazing stories.
Yeah.
But one night, and then finally the mothers got together and said, you motherfuckers can't keep going to Harlem. You're going to get killed. You're going to get killed with your little basketballs or your little dollar bills and your gold bracelets. So they decided to send a teacher over there with us. And we had this teacher. His name was Mr. Ketter. And looking back, I could have sworn the guy was a fucking pedophile. But you know what? He really wasn't. He really was into basketball. And he would wear colored socks with shoes. And he had a crew-cut haircut. But this guy took the time to take a handful of kids into Harlem. And one night, we all go into Harlem, one fucking hot summer night. We're in Harlem with our little basketballs, like little geeks. Remember when I got mad at my wife for touching your kid's basketball?
That's right.
Now you get it. I was a
get
basketball
it.
geek, dog. There was no computers then. I'm sitting there.
You really yelled at her.
My God. I'm sitting there with my little fucking basketball, and we're watching the games. Also on the way out, and I hate to say it's nothing but black people. And it's me, Georgie Kenner, Chucky McBreen, and Juan Rodriguez. And we're walking out, and the whole thing, he's got a karate jacket on. He's got a karate jacket on.
Who does Juan?
Juan, the whole show. And this is what Kathy said to me yesterday. She goes, he was 20 years ahead of his time. This motherfucker had a karate jacket on in Harlem. It's 1975. As we're walking out, we're all 3 feet ahead of him, and we look at him and we go, we can't fucking believe you wore a karate jacket. And he looks at us, he looks at the black people, and he goes, you don't see nobody fucking with me, do you? And that was it. And Juan was just his father was a big thing for Goya. And we graduated high school. We all stayed in touch. And he went to Miami. It was the big Miami thing. And they went down there. And Juan did blow one night. He got an aneurysm and died in 1987. And it was really sad for me. But his brother Carlos and me were the same age. And they both had the Peaks widow. You know, that Peaks widow?
Right.
And they both had their hair back. So they both kind of had a resemblance to Eddie Munster. You know? So the younger brother and me were playing in fucking East Orange, New Jersey for a Christmas basketball tournament. Again, East Orange is the home of Naughty by Nature, Queen motherfucking Latifah. This is real. You go in there and the doors lock and the black cheerleaders start stomping. Go, go. And all of a sudden you're a freshman. You're like, what the fuck did I get myself into? And we're on the bench and it's a Christmas tournament. We're playing Our Lady of Grace, Our Lady of Garages. It's Our Lady of Grace. It's East Orange. It's a bunch of high schools. And we're playing and Carlos takes the ball out and this black kid goes to cover him. You know when you take the inbounds ball out and then the kid goes to cover him and we're on the bench right there and the black kid looks at the other friend of his and he goes, look at this motherfucker. He looks just like Dracula. That was all we needed to hear. There was no basketball. Everybody fell off because for years we've been calling him Eddie Munster. We all fell off the thing. And after that, his name was Dracula. And when we won, we beat them in the Christmas tournament. We went out. They tipped over our bus. You know those yellow buses you see? They tipped the fucking bus over in East Orange. Those are good. Wow. And that was the week I didn't go to the bathroom for like a week. I had eaten bubble gum. I got eaten we used to at lunchtime we'd go to ShopRite and shoplift bubble gum, and I must have eaten like 2 packs of bubble gum, Hubba Bubba, and it clogged up my asshole, so I didn't shit for 7 days. And I told you about that. I was a freshman in high school, and I couldn't shit. And finally, after like a week, a fart came out. Felicia, it was one of the worst things I ever smelled. The whole bus had their shirts over. They're like, ew, ew. And there was a girl on the bus I liked, so I couldn't cop it. You know what I'm saying? If she wasn't on the bus, I would have fucking took my asshole out and lit it on fire in those days. But there was a girl on the bus I really liked. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's like, ew, ew. But this wasn't a bad fart. Like, people had their face masks over and shit. And I keep on... I must have cut 6 of those fucking farts. Like that. And in those times, I used to be an addicted bubblegum eater. I have an addicted personality. It's either bubble gum or fucking cigarettes with me. You know, I swear to God, I have an addictive like I go to fucking CVS and I'll buy 10 packs of those little chiclets and I'll eat every pack on the way home. My wife's like, "What'd you do with that gum?" Swallowed it. I swallow my gum to this day.
You still swallow it?
But I
to
won't
this
eat
day?
like when I was a kid. I would swallow a pound of gum, and my mother would go fucking bananas. Like, "What did you do with that?" Like, I can't have nothing in my house. Like, I fucking ate every orange aspirin that was ever made when I first discovered those things.
Oh yeah, I did that too.
Believe we all. You know, people say to me, you look like Fred Flintstone. You know why? Because I ate like a box of those things one Saturday afternoon. The whole fucking thing. I fucking shit purple for about a month, dog. I ate all those orange and blue little fucking.
Really?
I'm destructive. And if you give me gum and leave it there, I will eat the whole pack. Like Big Red, I will buy a fucking pack like this and eat it on the way home from Irvine. Just fucking throwing the paper away, and I don't spit a piece out. So sometimes it just clogs up the muffler. You know what I'm saying? One of these days, I can't wait. I've always wanted it to clog my asshole and to make like a little bubble.
Oh, I was thinking that when you first brought it up.
I would love that, but that would
crazy.
never happen. If it did, I would definitely take a picture of it and post it.
Yeah.
Because I'd be fucking.
It seems like that God should make it that's the way it should be, because then you can blow out the bubble and tie it up and make it float away. You're in a tight spot.
You know, it's amazing how different levels of your life I don't get on a bus now. Once every 2 months, I'll get on the train in L.A. to go visit my wife for lunch or something. If I have nothing on the books, and I do stupid shit. But now I don't get on buses. But when I was a kid, my whole life was on a bus. I basically learned how to do comedy on a bus. Let's be honest. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew how to do corner, but my fucking comedy came from the #1 bus in Jersey. We talked about it before. Now I never got on a bus for nothing. I kind of miss it.
You must have got on the bus for a lot of petty crime.
What do you mean?
Like when you would go and cop drugs or,
No,
for a long
time.
Did you do that? A lot of that kind of stuff?
Well, if I was in the city, I would take a train to go get a fucking Coke in the city or something. Or I'd walk over the George Washington Bridge. I used to walk over the fucking bridge and back. That's a short walk. That's nothing. But it's crazy. No, I'm not a big bus guy. If you got to take a bus to go across town to get drugs, this is really a fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'll be there in an hour. Why an hour? Because I got to take a bus. Bitch, you don't have a partner in crime to give you a ride to go pick up a gram of blow? If you have to take a bus to go pick up coke, either A, you can't wait and you got a monkey on your back, or B, nobody wants to hang out with you because you got a gram of coke and you got no friends. If I got a gram of coke, I can have somebody drive me to New York. You know what I'm saying?
Very good point. Good point.
If I have a gram of blow, I can have somebody drive me to New York. You give somebody 2 bumps and you're like, dog, you doing anything now? No, why? What's up? You want to take a ride to New York? You know what? I was thinking of going to New York. Let's fucking do it. Should we stop and get some more? It's amazing what you could talk people into. Anyway, thank God those fucking days are over.
My kids are going away on vacation.
When?
In about a week. Oh my God,
for how long?
Wait. They're going to be gone for like 10 days. 10 to almost 2 weeks, yeah.
You miss them?
Crazy.
Do you miss them when they go away?
You know what? I do miss them. Look, I'm not a cold-hearted bitch, but I love them so much when they're in front of me, and I still kiss their little faces. And even though they start smelling like little, like dudes right now, but when I'm done, when they're gone, I'm okay. It's mama time, Oh,
I would worry too much.
But around 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 weeks once I was gone, and that was too much.
That's too much. I worry too much. If I get to meet kids and stuff, like I went Saturday to Malibu to the beach. And after about an hour, a family came over and approached us. Nice family. Guy had 11 fucking kids.
Yeah, they were probably trying to give you some. You know what I mean?
11 fucking kids, but he had 5 of them with him. He had a beautiful blonde daughter that was about 12. And then after that, they were all 7 and under. He had 2 of them in diapers.
Oh, no.
And he had 3 of them just running around Malibu with me. He came over, he had the stick and the backpack. And at first, you know me, I think they're looking for something. There's got to be a by the way. 20 minutes into the conversation, he mentioned Christ, and I go, here it is. And it wasn't that. It wasn't even that.
Oh, really?
No, it wasn't that. And he hung out, and then he goes, do you mind if because I kept, no. While we're talking to him, it's me, him, my wife, and the 12-year-old, and the other 4 kids on the beach scattered. They're talking about shit, and my mind is on the 2 that went that way, and the 2 in diapers that are by the... That's me. That's the type of fucking guy I am. I don't even have fucking kids. The 2 fucking kids that are by where the fucking guy hangs out with, Pamela Anderson, the lifeguard.
Oh, yeah.
It was like an old lifeguard thing. These kids were getting on the top thing and jumping off, which I love because the brothers are playing with them. But they got to one point where the two boys went that way, the two babies went that way. And they're sitting there fucking talking like, and I'm looking at these waves. You know me, dog. I look at everything. I'm looking at these waves. And every like 5 minutes, I'm like, where's your boys? And they're like, oh, they're down there somewhere. And I'm like, the ball's on some people. And I bet he's a great dad.
Yeah.
But me, I got to be on top of it,
That
especially on
would
the
make me
fucking
crazy.
beach.
Yeah.
Especially on the fucking beach, because I almost drowned in Coney Island. When I seen the piece of shit floating in front of me, that memory is still vivid in my fucking mind. So I know how quick it is that you could go on a beach. You could be on a beach, under the toe sucks you in, dog,
it freaks me
and
out.
you're done.
Yeah.
It freaks me the fuck out. And finally, he said, you want to go get the kids? And I guess he went by himself and left the 12-year-old with me and my wife. And I gotta tell you, he doesn't believe in school. He only believes in homeschool.
Where's his wife?
She was in the fucking trailer she just gave birth to a 6-month-old.
Shut up.
They were hippies from Colorado. I mean, it was great. It was fucking great, Felicia. You know me, dog. I expect the worst, but as he kept talking, he left the 12-year-old with me. She had I tell you how I knew they were hippies. He said, here, stay with your friends and show them the magic wand. And they had a thing that was a magic wand. So she's like, where do you have pain? And she would touch my elbow and rub the wand with it. I mean, it was just fucking, They were real hippies, dog. And then she's like, you want to see? And she was playing with my wife. So she would make my wife put her hands behind her thing, and then she would break my wife's bond. And then she'd go, watch this. And she'd break it, and she'd go, point the fucking laser. You couldn't break the bond. Just little things that were the cutest things, you know. She was a hippie girl.
Right.
She was going to be, she took care of her brothers and sisters. They were going to go cook chicken. And it was kind of nice to see. 11 brothers and sisters. Wow. And she was the oldest, so I don't have to tell you what she puts up with. But she had different colored toenails, and she was talking to my wife, and I heard her go,
How do they get by?
They travel. Crazy. I mean, her family's from Hawaii. They go to Hawaii 6 months of the year and live on a trailer in the beach. Then the other 6 months, they travel from here to New Mexico, Colorado, and they look clean. The kids were clean. They were all suntan. They were healthy. They had nice haircuts. But the little girl said, I went to something farms, and they were doing samples with nail polish. So I took one and put it on each of my toes. I mean, I even took a picture of them and posted it on Facebook, because sometimes a kid makes your day. But just the fact that I worry.
Wow, I could never do that many children ever.
Listen, if you're gonna fucking commit. If I had 10 million, if somebody left me $10 million in the bank and my dick still fucking worked with good sperm and no reefer sperm and none of that shit, at this point in my life, I'd spit out fucking 10 kids, homeschool them, dedicate my life to them, shut my fucking phone off, and just hang with my kids. But if I'm gonna commit, I'm gonna fucking commit. I'm gonna coach an All-American. I'm going to coach I'm going to take a kid and make her a fucking brain surgeon. I'm going to take the other kid and make her Miss America. I'm going to take the other kid into Bruce Lee. I'm going to prove to this country that you could take your fucking children and just make them the best, most wholesome kids, but you got to spend time with them. In this society, time is everything, Felicia. What you do is beautiful because you have time with your boys.
Well, because I have 2. 10. If I had 10, I would go make them pick fruit somewhere.
What if you had 2 boys and a full-time fucking job?
No, I don't. Yeah.
You understand me?
No,
and you cannot raise your child anymore.
That's why I could never do
In the 70s, it took a village to raise a child. Now everybody's working, or they're too uptight. They don't want to even talk about your fucking kid. So you have to spend time with your kid. And that's why I tell my wife all the time, I love to have a kid, but somebody's got to be home to watch that little motherfucker. That's the only way you can raise a kid. And you know what? After I have a kid, Felicia, drop yours off. I don't give a fuck. Go, because I want 20 kids around. Once you're committed, what's one? If you got 3 kids, you might as well have 6. You're still going to have to do laundry.
No, I cannot agree with that. I cannot agree.
Oh, my God. What's the fucking difference at this point?
Oh, no.
If you're going to overwhelm yourself with fucking kids, you might as well go for broke at this point.
No.
And just, if you're financially off and everything's sound. I'm not talking about spitting out fucking kids and having 10 of them live in a hut either. But these people seem like they had it together. And you know what? I have to applaud them. Maybe he shipped weed from Hawaii. It's none of my business. He's doing a lot more than I'm doing in my life. He's raising a family. When I was a kid, I used to hang out with this kid. And he had a voice, but he had a low voice. Felicia was like a gift. And he would say little things to you. He would narrate the night to you. And you would die. And it would be like, let's say you, me, and whatever was sitting there. And all of a sudden somebody would walk in that Wendy didn't like. he'd look at the guy, say right under his breath, look at this fucking Momo. You know, look at the shape of it. I mean, we would just die. And we would drive around at night, and he would do the same thing. Like, oh, look at that guy on the bike. What's he thinking? You know, he would just say different things to people. Until this day, I took that from him. When I left New York in '85 to go to Boulder to relieve my pain in a way, and I never knew this, I would narrate my walks. And I think, you know, what he would say, look at this fucking chick, look at the titties on her, how many dicks he thinks she's suckling. I mean, he would say something about everybody walking. He had this gift. And then he, like, one night we were fucking coked up to the gills, and we're driving. His father just bought him a brand new Chrysler New Yorker. And we're driving on these side streets to avoid the main streets. And there's a guy, like, we're avoiding the fucking cops. We should just be driving. And there's a guy sweeping his balcony at 7 in the morning. You know how old guys get up at 7,
right?
And they just sweep their balcony, but he had underwear on. And Roger's driving by, and all of a sudden he goes, "Did you fucking guys see that?" And he pulls back and he goes, "Hey, you, get in the fucking house, cocksucker, with your underwear on." And the guy pulled his stick up and was going to hit Roger, and we just pulled off. But just those little moments. And that's what I've been doing lately with that camera. And I look at it at the end of the day, and that's the only fucking funny thing I get out of that camera, is when I make those stupid comments when I'm driving on Laurel Canyon. It's 100 fucking degrees, and you see somebody riding their bike, and you're like, why would you do something like this?
Yeah.
You know, is the workout that fucking eminent? Why don't we wait till fucking time? And these are the thoughts that make us. It's not the thoughts about going to a house and I got to pick up my kids. It's that thought that keeps comedians alive, that you have to tap into.
Yeah, it's a secret thought that you have about a situation or a thing you read or people, and then it's like, I'm not a genius if I'm having that goofy little thought. You know, a million other people are, and that's what you write a joke about.
But it's really weird that that's what makes us funny, is that voice. And we're scared of that voice because the voice is too real sometimes.
Oh, the voice
The
can
voice
be
is
a
fucking
motherfucker.
real sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
The voice will tell you something bad, you know, so we don't tap into the voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't tap into it unless it's fucking DEFCON 4. And it's really weird that the last couple of years I've tapped into the voice, and it's made me better on stage.
Yeah.
Because I've tapped into who the fuck I was. But when I did cocaine, it would shovel the voice. The voice really wouldn't. He'd be so fucking numb.
Oh, really?
He wouldn't really say nothing.
Really?
The voice just started coming back to me after about a year after that long cocaine stretch. And it really keeps me together. It's like I always have somebody with me. Remember when you'd walk in a building in the 60s, late 60s, early 70s, they always had that black sign with a yellow thing in the middle that said underground shelter. Well, they had a lot of those in New York.
Oh, really?
And people would put like Tang in there and peas in a can, anything that was perishable, as they say, you know? Just enough. And I used to always like imagine when I was a kid, what really happened if my mother was at work and somebody hit us with a bomb? I better prepare. So I went to my attic in North Bergen, New Jersey, and I was like, because this happened when I was about 10 when we moved there, so it had to be 73. And we had an attic upstairs with this little closet, and there was like a duct, and I ripped up that thing in the middle, and there was like a little walkway, and I remember sweeping it out, and I took a hammer and hit up all the nails. I was fucking crazy. I hit up all the nails so they'd be pointed up, so if I jumped in there, and I had my mother buy Tang, and I got water and put it in the thing.
Your mother knew you were doing this?
Fuck no, this is my own little world. Later on, it used to be my hiding spot. That's where I hid my drugs, and if I had a weapon,
really?
yeah, later on, nobody knew it was there. Till now, you couldn't figure it out because it was covered with carpeting and it was a loop, unless you really, and it had metal on the bottom, and I had one upstairs in the attic, and then there was the one downstairs in the basement that was a fake valve that if you pushed it, it had like a thing that went under, and my mom would hide the drugs in there. So even when the cops would come, they could never find anything. My dad found the spot for calculators and money and shit. You could look in the room and sit there, because if you looked at it, you thought you needed like wrenches to get it off. So you go, nobody's gonna put shit under there. It's too long, but it wasn't. It was really easy to take off, and the thing was right there. And nobody ever figured it out. But I would go in that fucking hole up in that attic for hours. With a fucking 8-track or cassette radio and earphones, and I'd fucking bring a flashlight and read Jonathan Siegel or something.
Oh, really?
Like a fucking Momo, and I would never be claustrophobic.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I had to spend a summer once with my crazy Aunt Dorothy, who was so religious she was evil, and she was just a terrible woman, and she would say stuff all the time like your mother's a whore, and that's why your father left. You know what I mean? And all my cousins would sit quietly as we ate okra. And it was just terrible. And I remember she used to have, they lived in the middle of the country outside Stockton, California. And there used to be these overgrown weeds because she lived on acres of stuff. And I used to go hide in the weeds. And I would literally sit there all fucking day with a book and drinks. And I had a little hiding space by a rock. And I would just do my little thing just to stay the fuck away. So I can understand having a hiding space like that for sure.
Yeah, I had a friend that once we were getting coked up. You know, when you get coked up, it's better than a psychiatrist. And I never really, this had to be.
It's better than a what?
A psychologist, you know.
Oh,
people
really?
just open up. This had to be 30 years ago. We were still kids. And he was telling me that he would live under his bed for days on end. You know, that if his mother and dad would be arguing, he'd just go under the bed and stay there.
Yeah.
Even after the argument was done, he goes, it was such a comforting place. And he goes, I started having problems after I was 16, and it was because I couldn't fit under the bed no more. You know, he had some great, and it really was a great analogy. You know, years later, I'm like, that fucking lunatic. Even then, he was deep. You know, now he's clean and sober. He teaches at a school now. And I always knew this guy had it together. He had a message. I mean, at 26, he figured out that the reason why his life was fucked up was because he couldn't go under the bed no more at 16. And figure out his problems. You know,
Because he needed some space. I can understand that.
Yes,
I can
we all have
that.
it. We're all gonna go,
Absolutely.
fucking, that's brilliant. We all, when we were kids, had that place where nobody could fuck with us. It was that place where we were, before meditation and yoga and all that shit came into our life, where it was just us.
But did you invite anyone into your hiding place?
Never.
Oh, really?
Fuck no. Nobody knew it existed. Nobody even, I never talked about it. My mom and dad didn't know. Nobody fucking knew. It was mine and mine only.
We took pictures yesterday, and that was, I was so nervous because my friend Natalie was taking all our pictures, and I was like, because this is Joey. Joey's like, you got 15 minutes. Like, holy shit, 15 minutes. So I'm like, Natalie, we were going to meet at 10. You got to be here at 8. I turned the air conditioner on, everything. I'm like, Joey says 15 minutes. We're going to go under this bridge. We're going to shoot
so
some
terrible.
photos. And she's like, no, we got to scout other places.
I told you.
I'm saying, no, Natalie, no. And let's do it. So we drive there. She keeps the air conditioning on in the car. Because I was like, we gotta hurry. And you were such a fucking awesome person about it, Joey.
I'm really weird when it comes to pictures. Like, I have 20 cameras, and after a week or so, I stop taking them out because I forget to take pictures because I'm embarrassed to ask people for pictures. Just different things. You know, I'm a bad photographer. And even if I take the picture, I never download it. So what's the use?
Yeah.
So 2 times already, Felicia has wanted to take pictures with me. One time when I was terribly prepared to do a CD, and I had people coming, I didn't even know what to say, and Felicia wanted to take pictures. And if you look at the pictures, you could see the pain in my heart.
Oh, that's on the website.
That's
what
on the
we've been
website
using,
because
yeah.
it was like I had to go.
You were so uptight that night.
Please,
No.
because I hate, before you get on stage, it's like you want to find that place. Even if it's for 2 minutes before you're a kid. You know what I'm
now
saying?
you know how I fucking feel when you take me to Brea and you're all getting high in the car and I'm stoned out of my mind and I keep asking, Joey, when am I going to go on stage? What spot do I have? Oh, we'll figure it out when we get there, dog.
I don't know.
And then you get there and you're like, I'm fucking out of my mind stones, and you're like, okay, go on. What? You fucking said you didn't what? That's something good. I'm glad.
So it's just really weird that here. Then another time I came over here, we had to be somewhere. Terry had to be somewhere where they had to have a meeting, that thing with the girls of comedy or something.
Oh, right.
And we came over and we had to take a picture for scan, and also I'm like, fuck it. And again, you can see the pain in my heart. So I didn't want to have to be anywhere. I wanted to have time to do the pictures. The night before, when I seen it was going to be 100 degrees, I was like, holy fuck, we got to do this early and quick. Because once I start sweating, I can't stop. And once my ADD focus goes, like my picture taking skills get out of the fucking way. Because it takes a lot to do pictures, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To try to feel what you're feeling and come across. But I really got to see something really. I've seen Felicia in different situations, but Felicia, you looked fucking beautiful yesterday. But your beauty was from inside out. At one point, Felicia was by the wall. And when we got there, I tried to pick her up and put her over a fence. And it was so funny that at one time she was laying by the wall, and I go, right now I would love to look under her skirt and look at that little fucking blonde monkey one time, right? And I'm sitting there,
Really?
listen to me, my mind's running away from me, and all of a sudden I said to myself, what would it do for me? She's like my fucking sister there. You looked so beautiful yesterday.
You're
From
so
your toes
sweet.
to your hair to your makeup. And that put me in a good mood. You know, I get energized by women in a way. It was really weird. When I left there, I kind of had tears in my eyes because it was such a warm feeling. I took the beauty out of you in a different way. You weren't a mom. You weren't a comedian. You were just a woman, which we overlook a lot. And I went home, and all of a sudden you posted the picture, and the first person I called was my wife. And she was like, "That's a fucking badass picture of Felicia."
Oh, she liked it?
That's the first thing she goes.
Well, you look at it.
She goes, "That's a badass picture of Felicia." Everybody who's seen it, I mean, we got more comments from that picture than we did from the fucking video last week.
I know, in the video I worked hard on.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just amazing that the picture is that smooth, but it was your beauty that got me excited. Like, at first when she called me, I didn't know what the week was going to be about. And she's like, "We'll do it early in the morning." Every time I get auditions or meetings, they call me the night before at 11 o'clock for 11 o'clock, and it kills my day because I have to push shit back. And I'm like, Felicia wants to take pictures now. But then I started thinking, when are we going to take them? If we don't take them on a fucking morning, when are we going to take them? So if we're going to take them, and I even was embarrassed because I wanted to take more pictures with maybe different wardrobes. That's why I didn't really like shooting the video, because I wanted to shoot the video with a different wardrobe on. I wanted to do like wardrobe changes. I wanted to maybe go to Marie ST and maybe like, I even pulled out a Spanish shirt and I go, I don't know, she'll think I'm too gay. But who cares? We would just go have coffee and maybe tape it.
Wow.
And I was thinking,
See,
so
I
we'll
thought
do
you were
that.
only
No.
into it for 15 minutes.
Well, I thought that I would have something. That's why I said push it for fucking Tuesday, because Monday, while you're taking a picture, you're thinking of driving.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Now she wants to take more pictures. I got to be down there at 15. And you look at your clock and you have plenty of time. But still, your mind plays with you. I don't know how to relax like that. Like, I'm already on to the next fucking thing, and it kills me all the time. But I'm happy you pushed me to do them, and I'm happy you did them just to show our audience a different view of us. We're bad motherfuckers.
Well, we're trying.
We look
right?
like that looks like the cover of fucking Superfly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has that much strength to it. Like, I'm not saying that I look like fucking Superfly or something. I'm just saying that the cover has that much strength. When I looked at it, it reminded me of the cover of the Temptations. The Temptations have an album that's really strong, and that's the cover to it. It's like them standing on a fucking thing, and it's a power thing without us trying. We were just taking pictures, man. So
well, the whole point of taking the pictures was, what are we gonna do with the podcast? Perhaps one day something could, roll into something more fun. I don't know. So I feel like, given the subject matter that we talk about, that every once in a while we have to remind people that we can comb our hair.
And we are human.
And we can put a plan together. So there you go.
It's funny because everybody has a certain date that doesn't fuck with you, but it wakes you up for some reason. You know, I don't know what date you and your husband got separated on, but I know what date it's in your head. You know, and you'll wake up one day and you go to do something, and all of a sudden your boy will come over and say, "Sign this," and you go to sign it, and you're like, October 20th. Oh fuck, that's the day I went to jail for the first time, or whatever. It happens, or my stepdad died, or whatever. And it's weird how sometimes it turns your day. Like, well, Monday, I had a great anniversary. It was August 1st. I had been doing yoga for a year. It's no big deal. I'm no yogi, but just the goal. I didn't even set a goal. Just that I stuck with it for a year. I could tell people I did yoga for a year. You know, it's not like I went once or twice. That was really nice. I felt great about it, and I went to the Y and jumped up and down, and But then this morning I woke up, and as soon as I woke up, I knew it was August 3rd. I just knew it was August 3rd. And I went, I brushed my teeth, I pissed, I talked to Terry, I got some coffee, and I went back and I just sat down and took a breath, because August 3rd is the day my friend that we were just talking about a couple of weeks ago died. He drowned, that 14-year-old, or 16-year-old. And it was weird that, listen, I could blow smoke up your ass and tell you life is not the same without him or whatever. It's not even that. We were friends. I was only 15 when he died. How good did I know him? I knew him for maybe 6 years. But we were childhood friends that sticks with you the rest of your life. But it's so weird how it bothered me this morning for a little while. Like it bothered me, and it bothered me that I ever did drugs like this morning. I mean, I really got to tell you how hard of a reflection it was this morning. And usually I reflect for like maybe 10 minutes. It takes me. This morning it was like, what differences would a life. I mean, we were kids. We didn't know any better. We fucked around with booze, and we smoked some pot, and nobody smoked cigarettes. We were all athletes, And then one day somebody said, try a line of this. I mean, we didn't go from, well, we had done acid and mescaline a couple times and split shit. But we didn't go from fucking like, we went from one extreme to the other. And then this kid kept going. But he didn't keep going at 28. He kept going at 15. Like he kept doing it every weekend, and it was twice on the weekends. And you know, I don't think, did I tell you, it's like when you take, what it was supposed to be was when you take pot stems and boil them, and then you take the scrapings off the side and you let it dry, and you snort that, and it would get you high. But over society's time, I don't think we ever covered crystal THC was the drug he was on when he drowned. Crystal THC was the ecstasy today. It was a fad drug. Heroin and coke were the staples. Everybody in New York was nodding those days, Felicia. In the early 70s in New York, you didn't walk 3 blocks without seeing somebody nodding on the fucking street waiting for the light to change, or seeing somebody nod on the train, or seeing somebody nod on a bus. And you know, when you're 13, it's funny. You laugh at them. I used to fart, and the guys would wake up and all that shit. But, you know, the one time I had farted and stuff, fucking classic. And then this drug came on board, and people said, it's not that bad. It's natural. It's crystal THC. It won't not. It used to fuck you up as a kid.
So you take stems.
You take stems. I wouldn't take the stems.
Right.
You'd go to somebody who'd do this. And we used to go to a bar to buy this. Like this creepy bar on 22nd Street in Union City, across from a fucking funeral parlor. Okay, Liebe Schlum. It's the biggest funeral parlor in Union City. When we were 15, 14, I kept going up there on Sundays and copping it. And at that time, I had become friends with Veneeri, my good friend, my funeral parlor buddy. And I used to say, look at it, this is fucking competition, this fucking douchebag over here, Liebe Schlem. But then that's where they had my father. When my father passed, that's the funeral parlor where he was at. They had moved. But this is when I would go up there and cop THC. And it was always like a weird feeling. Like, that's when my father was fucking laid out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm over here buying THC. It was just horrible. And then he kept doing it, and what they did with it was, it wasn't strong enough anymore, so they started adding PCP to it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they started adding PCP to it.
Oh, really?
And cutting it with PCP, and you were getting fucked up now.
Yeah,
we're 15, Felicia. We're not 20. Our minds aren't even that strong. That's angel dust.
That's angel dust,
and we're splitting a 10 between 3 or 4 of us and drinking 4 Lowenbrau's,
that's
you know.
no good.
But this it grabbed them, and I'm sitting there this morning going, I remember now. You don't see it while it's happening. That's a lie. I see it now. How he grabbed him 30 fucking years later, and we even went different directions. Like, we were still tight, but he went and hung out with his crew, and I went and hung out with my crew. But I was in love with that drug. I loved doing crystal THC so much that I got a dog and named him Crystal T, a white dog with little spots right before my mother died that we never talked about, because Crystal used to have black spots in it every once in a while. So when I adopted the dog, I was like, call it Crystal T. That's how much I like this fucking drug. And
what are the black dots, you think?
On the thing? I don't know what it was. Whatever. It was like a black look on this powder. And once he drowned, I mean, you know, I stopped fucking around with it. I moved on to bigger things like cocaine, like a fucking moron, like, you know, once he drowned. But it's so weird this morning. I was actually angry forever, even going to the woods with Dominic and smoking dope. You know, like I remember us being kids and going, you ready? Having Visine and Listerine and cologne and taking it and passing it around. I still remember smoking with them the first like 10 times, you know, and now I'm not pissed. After that, I got high, and here we are. You know what I'm saying? I smoked the joint, but it's so weird that I don't get upset anymore. Like, I don't get upset. Like, I talk to people about death sometimes, and, you know, they do this whole performance. And I never looked at death like that, especially when it came to this kid. I looked at it as, he's gone. I have to live my life that much better now. And ever since his sister came back into my life, and I've had him in the back of my mind a lot more, I've been trying to be a lot better. You know, sorry about that, Felicia. I've been trying to be a lot better. And that's what you do from death. You get strength. But it's so weird that 31 years later, it affected me for an hour out of my day.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Yeah. And I'm good now. You know, I'm good. I mean, I didn't cry. I didn't have to go to the cemetery. I didn't cut a chicken's head off.
Right.
Nothing like that. It's just amazing how sometimes, and that's how, when it comes to his death, for some reason, I look at it that way. Like, I have to work that much harder to make it up to him. It could have been me, Felicia. Could have been me that did the snort of crystal tea, jumped off the rock, said what a beautiful day to be alive, and got paralyzed and fucking got caught up in a fucking undertow, and the rest was history. He drowned. So you gotta live and learn every fucking day. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up. Shut your pie hole.
No,
Don't
I'm not
you
laughing
laugh
at you. I'm just laughing in general.
Why? Yes, you are. You're so totally laughing at
I'm
me.
laughing about this. Somebody hit me up on Facebook. A friend of mine the other day. I wrote this blog, and they hit me up about. I'm seriously. I wasn't giggling at you. I love you that much.
Just told a story.
And he wrote this dumb shit about where we come from, and remember this chick, and her name sounded familiar. I'm like, oh my god. And her name was Deborah Ann Ballingall.
Ballingall?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was her name. That was the fake name they gave her. Not the street.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what her real name was. And this started out with, you would drive by as a kid, and if her light was on, you could knock on her door for $40. She'd fuck you and suck your dick.
Really?
Yeah, she wasn't a bad-looking woman. I never went over there. You know, I was already...
Was she like someone's mom? Was she
No.
young?
She just lived on the corner of 83rd Street, I think.
How old was she at this time?
26, and she was a druggy chick that was kind of cute.
Really?
And I had a couple friends. When I was growing up, there was a couple of those things in Jersey. There was a massage parlor that this guy Louis Donato owned up on 89th Street. That was just a common Italian bullshit. But he was a colorful character. Like, you want to play for the Yankees? I'll make a call tomorrow, dog. I know those guys personally. You know, he knew everybody. But in the meantime, he had this fucking, you went and got a massage and they would suck your dick. Then that was like on 88th Street. And on 82nd Street, this chick just worked on her own. And it's so funny that I was like, wow, that was fucking crazy times when I was a kid. But by that time, I had the 1040 Club, and I didn't want no part of that shit. So I would listen to their stories. And if her light was on, you go upstairs, she'd put a condom on, you suck your dick.
Really?
She'd drink with you, smoke a few cigarettes, fuck you, and then you would leave. But you were 16. She was a woman. She didn't give a fuck. And then
She was a cougar with a plan.
yeah, she had a plan. And then years later, my hometown is very political. North Bergen's very political. And this regime took over. They took it away from the Macos, who were these gangsters. They built up the waterfront. They were killing people. There was Joe and the other Maco. Joe and something else. And Joe Maco was the gangster, and the other one, Peter. And Peter was the fucking guy with the suit, that he was the mayor, and everything went right. And I was connected to him because Carmine Balzano was his driver. So I was tight with Carmine, so I knew what were the inner workings, and they would always say, hey, go rip down that sign. Shit like that. They were crazy motherfuckers, but it was time to get their hands dirty. So the new regime came in, and these Macos were hot. So they hired this Deborah Ann Ballingall to go on Eyewitness News in New York. You lived in New York, so you know how the impact of Eyewitness News. And she went on Eyewitness News. They gave her a name, Deborah Ann Ballingall. And she went on Eyewitness News, swore on a stack of Bibles that she had sucked the mayor's dick and that his wife had picked her up and drove him over there, and she would watch and play with her pussy while fucking the mayor was fucking her. All this was that she personally delivered payoff money to different commissioners. This chick, they had her in hiding. This whole, I mean, this is in my home fucking town. This isn't in like this Laurel Canyon that's North Hollywood. No. This is right, and we know these players. You know, I knew it. People like, bro, remember that chick on 82nd Street? That's Deborah Ann Ballingall and shit. And she was on Eyewitness News just rattling off, I sucked all their dicks. She was like De Niro's wife in Raging Bull. I sucked everybody's dick. Your brothers, Paulie, Stevie, all their dicks. And you know what? Your brother's dick was even bigger than yours. I mean, she just went off on Eyewitness News. So they held her, they took the allegations, they set up a recall, and they recalled the mayor out. And after they recalled the mayor out and Mako took over, a year later they found her dead from a heroin overdose with a needle in her fucking arm, So it's not a funny story. You're over there giggling, having a good fucking time. No. But it's weird
was
that...
Was it like for sure she was taking drugs and she just died, or...
Come on, dog. It's the power of North Bergen. They just made you this a fucking peer, That was, and the other guy, Lou Donato, was one of those guys, one of those guys. And I used to go to this massage parlor and run errands for him. Me and this kid, Freddie Haltner, would go up to his house and run errands for him. Go over and get a sandwich, get one for yourself, So as I got older, I didn't see him for a long time. So there was this girl called Lori something. She was from Wayne, New Jersey. And really hot, Felicia, just really hot. And I knew her in high school. She was dating a friend of mine. I had never seen her again. I never really thought about anything dirty or nothing. And one night, 5 years later, it's 84, I'm at a bar drinking, coked up to the gills, and there walks Lori. And she's smoking, and she's got legs on her. And you know, when a chick is hot, she's hot. When you got cocaine and pills on you, she's even hotter, and your mind runs away with you. And for some reason, I actually thought in my mind I'd get in this girl's pants. I was like, I'm gonna talk myself into this shit. And I started talking to her really nice. She's like, you know, I'm Louis Donato's nanny. So over the years, she had become the guy that owned the massage parlor with the wig and shit, his nanny. I'm like, that's right. Lou had 2 kids. I go, what happened to his wife? She goes, she lives there too, but I'm like his nanny. I live on the 3rd floor, and I help him with the kids. And I'm like, that's amazing that this guy got the hottest chick in town to be his nanny. And I go, you live there? And she's like, yeah. I go, you still party? And she's like, yeah, but I got to go back, and I got the kids tomorrow morning. So it was in my mind.
Yeah.
You know, it was in my fucking mind. That's it. 2 o'clock comes, 3 o'clock comes, the bar's closed. We go to another bar. We stay till like 5. I have nowhere to sleep. I have nowhere to go at this time. I just had coke and cash, and I would sleep wherever the night. I had clothes at 4 different people's houses. And I go right to fucking Louis Donato's house, 5 in the morning, like I own the joint. And I ring the doorbell, and he comes out with a robe like, you have to, what can I help you with? And I'm like, Lori's here. And she's like, she's upstairs. We were just having a conference. I go, I need to talk to her about something. What's the problem? I go, I think she took my keys by mistake, and I can't get into my house. And he's like, all right, come on down. She comes down. She goes, what's up? And I go, hold on. And Louis goes, hold on, let me put coffee on. And he goes in the back, and I go, Lori, I really want to suck your fucking pussy. I'm all coked out. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah, I really do. I want to fucking eat your ass and fuck you. I always have. And she's like, I can't right now. I mean, she used to be a freak in high school. This is what else I forgot to tell.
Right.
And she's like, I can't right now. I have Louis. And I go, I got a bag of coke. I want to eat your pussy and shit, I'm telling you. And she's like, okay, wait 5 minutes. We'll drink some coffee. And Louis will go take a shower, and his wife will come down, and then we'll split. And I go, but this is your job. And she goes, I'm getting sick of working here anyway. Right? Just like that. So I go get dressed. She go, and I got a fucking plan, Felicia. I'm like, oh, and I got like a half ounce. It don't belong to me.
Yeah.
I took it on the arm, but it don't matter. This is primo fucking pussy. I'm like, I'm taking this bitch. I probably had $22 left in my pocket, right? I'm just going to pick her up and take her out of there like a caveman.
How old were you?
21. Baby.
Yeah.
This is 84. 21 I am. She's getting ready and all this. This is fucking 6:30 in the morning. I mean, the sun's coming up. You can hear the kids like, Mommy, what's for breakfast? And I'm coked up to my fucking ass. And she comes down and she's like, did Louis come out of the shower yet? I'm like, no. And we're looking around and she goes, hold on 1 second. And as she goes, I go, by the way, like I had like $30 on me cash. And she goes, I only have a little bit of cash. Where are we going to go? To your house? And I go, no, we're going to go to a hotel. And we're looking around. She's like, I don't know where to get money from. And I look over, and Louis had some business, and he left a deposit bag with an envelope on top of it. Felicia, I took the fucking,
oh my God, Joey, are you fucking serious? I took the
girl and the envelope. I took him right down to the Tick Tock Hotel. It was just a straight up fuck hotel.
Right.
We went there, did a couple lines. I'll never forget this. She was so fucking hot. I mean, that was the hottest girl I was ever with. And we got there, we did a couple lines. I said, so, you're going to get naked? And she goes, you have to guess what color my underwear are. And I was like, oh my God, it's 7 in the morning. I got to play fucking Jeopardy for a piece of pussy. It was horrible. And I'm like, red, no, green. I think she had like those, what's that blue off color? Topaz or some shit. She had me for a fucking loop. It was
you
like,
couldn't guess aquamarine.
Yeah. I remember we just started doing coke and fucking and sucking, Felicia, and drinking a bottle like with no mixer. And the next thing you know, I wake up and Doug Flutie is throwing that touchdown from Boston College. Like we must have fell asleep watching Eyewitness News or something, like something that was on Channel 7 on ABC. Because when I woke up, that's what I woke up to. Doug Flutie had thrown this huge pass in college that just won at the last minute, and that's what I woke up to, on this bed naked. And she was on the floor. There was fucking booze everywhere. It was fucking horrid. It was fucking horrid. And I remember, like now the pills wore off and everything. She's like, what am I going to do? Louis going to fire me and all this shit. And she's like, did you rob him? And I'm like, no. I'm like, no. I still had like $800 on me. I'm like, I didn't rob him. She goes, I seen you take something. I'm like, you seen me take it. You wanted half of it, bitch. So finally she goes, I see you take it. I'll give you $400. Okay. She took the $400. I gave her a kiss. I never seen her again. I just got an email on Facebook 2 days ago. Joey, help me. I'm dating this woman. Her and her husband are having problems, and the husband just called me. What do I do? And I go, I looked at how old he was, and I go, you're 21. Let me tell you something. 2 fucking gravestones down from my mother as a kid, that we were 16 and they shotgunned him to half for fucking somebody's wife. And that stuck in my head like a motherfucker too. And I told him, I said, don't answer the phone, but always remember one thing. You got one coming to you. I go, don't ever do that again. And remember, well, how would you like it if you were fucking 30 in a relationship and some young kid was fucking your wife? How would you feel? He didn't answer me for a while, then he answered me like 3 hours later. And he goes, you're exactly right. I just got rid of a phone number from my phone.
You know what? That is such a weird story because I had a similar thing where I was stripping when I was 19, and this guy came in and he was really good looking and he tipped me well and blah 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 blah, and then he asked me on a date and I went on a couple of dates with him, and then we, you know, like a month later we were at his house and he was trying to fuck me, and it was like at home, and I was like, well, and he's like, no, I've just got divorced and you know, blah blah blah. And then like 2 weeks later this chick comes and starts stripping at the club, and she was kind of new, and then it turns out that was his wife, and she came to work at the club to see me, to see what I was about, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why lie to me? And you know, and then the wife coming to do that, that's really fucking creepy. Like, I didn't know. I promise you, I didn't know.
No, you're a young person. You don't know. You think it's cool. This chick is older than me. She wants to suck my dick. She's married. You're entering into a different fucking realm, because that's when you're entering with people's feelings. And people will fucking slice your head off quicker than that shit for anything. Some people don't understand that world. Some people are like, please, I don't mind if my wife sleeps around. That's great. That's great. You probably have a fucking one of those Priuses too, and you got a picture of Obama on your back. I'm telling you that some people don't like that shit at all. Yeah. And they take it real fucking serious. Some people call the cops. Some people come over your house and throw you out the fucking window, man. And you know what? I never wanted to take that chance. When I was in '94, I went back to Colorado, and there was this blonde girl that used to answer the phone that was cute as hell. And I talked to her for years, and I knew her boyfriend. They got married, had a kid. He was a coke dealer, the whole fucking deal. And one day, when I got back from New York, I was divorced, and she called me up one day and wanted to go out. And I thought it was like a friend type deal. Mm-hmm. And she's like, no, I got blow, whatever. And we slept together one night, and she was great. And I felt weird because she was my friend. I had known her for 2 years. She was the receptionist at the car dealership. And one day he called me like a fucking man. This is a weird story. He called me, and I bought coke from him from time to time. And he called me, and he goes, can I meet you somewhere? And I was kind of scared. And he got out of the car, and he goes, what's up, dog? And he hugged me. He goes, listen, man, I'm fucking this chick right now. He goes, as a matter of fact, I'm fucking 2 chicks right now. He goes, my wife, blah, 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 blah. But he goes, I'm going to stop fucking, and I'm going to really try hard to get back with my wife. I fucked up. He goes, you were with her for a couple of days? I don't know if you fucked her, and I don't want to know. He goes, I've known you for years. You're my friend. He goes, but do me a favor. Just stay away from out of respect to me. I'm your friend. I came here like a man. I shook his hand. She called me, and I said, I can't talk to you no more. And that was the end of that. Till this day, I talked to Vince. Mm-hmm. Till this day. His wife was pretty fucking hot. She was hot and crazy. She was crazy. But because he came like that and talked to me and put his hand out, and do you know, a week later was when OJ killed those motherfuckers. Oh, and I made a mental note. I go that. And then I looked into it, and I remember that I heard that OJ went and talked to the guy. But the guy was a drug, but why get into that? But it's so weird that the way he approached me and the way he put his hand out and the way he talked to me, he was a man.
That's the way it should
And that's the first thing he said, Felicia. He goes, dog, I banged 2 chicks. I'm banging 2 of them. I'm a drug dealer, dog. You know, she's crazy, but I love her. She has my kid. Yeah. The last thing I'd want is to go over there and you'd have your slippers on the fucking thing. He goes, let me just try to work it out with her. And he was fucking right. And, you know, I never really disrespected him after that. I kept buying coke after that. In fact, because of that, he started fronting me. Yeah. So it all worked out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, by the way, that's the way you should take care of something. After that experience, I never, ever looked at a married man again or someone who had a boyfriend, because it's like, you know, that's just not right. And if someone is approaching you that is married or whatever, that's just, you know, there's too much other pussy or cock out there.
To be involved in drama. Like, it's just so weird. You look beautiful this week. You really made my week with the pictures and the
thank you, Joe. You make my
dinner
week
last
all
night.
the
You
time.
sexy motherfucker. You're quite the woman. And that's what I wrote. You know that when we do this, you look at Felicia as a comic and whatever. I looked at you as a woman yesterday. I'm looking at you on the pole and I'm like, Felicia's grown up to be a hell of a fucking woman, bro.
You're very sweet.
I love you, Mama.
Sweet. Me too.
We'll be back next week. We love you, cocksuckers. Thank you for listening. Episode 51.
I know, dude.
We did it, mama.
Episode 51. And by the way, if you would like to email us with your stories, with your thoughts, we do chew them over and spit them out and hopefully add a little something to it. You can email us at beautyandthebeastpodcast@gmail.com.
Love you, bitches. Have a great week. Stay black.